Hello, it's Spence, the evil genius from Widget Laboratory with your lab secret tip of the day. I wanted to tell you guys about how this whole tutorial series is being developed. We're right now doing some of the chapters, and we're working with a customer of ours who's starting a site called HeliConnect. This is a section where we're going to describe how easy it is to combine the power of WordPress with Social Go in order to get more functionality. In this case, our client wants to set up a job board and a classified section. Now, one of the best things we found for doing this is to use WordPress as the underlying CMS and then use a special template called ClassiPress. It's available for about $49 and it does just about anything you'd want it to do. Best part is, though, you can completely change it with CSS, make everything look good, feel good, and it'll be seamless to the users. Now, this is the rough outline of what we have going now. Obviously, none of the colors or anything are fixed in, but this is our Social Go site. And we've set up the CSS now so that the ClassiPress fits right in. What's really cool about this, though, is that I'm going to take you in this tutorial, it's only 5 minutes, real quick, the outline of what we're doing, and then in the next tutorial I'm going to show you how we're going to go even further. So this is how we started. We went ahead to our admin dashboard, we went in the Layout Manager, and we went ahead and made a new page, which we called Classified, and there we dropped in an HTML widget. And in the HTML widget, we did an iframe. In that iframe, let me move this over, we went ahead and put the iframe source in, which is the URL of the WordPress instance that we set up, jobs.heliconnect.com. We set the width at 100 and the height at a certain height and some other parameters. I'm going to put all those in the show notes, and they'll be in the full tutorial, step by step, how to do this yourself. We went ahead and changed it and saved it. Now, we also installed the Tab Doctor because this customer is going to have a lot of custom things going on in their navigation. With the Tab Doctor menu, we went ahead and created a tab, called it Classifieds, and we put the parameters in as you see here. Really just basic HTML, and we made it for members only. Now, when that was all done, we went ahead and we did a quick little CSS modification. That's where the fun starts. So we go over to our Overview tab, and we're going to go back into our ads and custom HTML area. This is where we put all of our CSS. And I've got it pasted here, but let me show you what we did. I'm going to, again, use one of our toolbox tools, which is Snippler, for managing all the CSS. And again, this is the exact CSS we used. We changed the main body area for the divide container to make it 1014 pixels wide. We did the divide body container as well, 1200 pixels, and we changed zone 12, actually class 12, to be 1030 pixels wide. And we also made the footer wider at 1225 pixels wide. Now, I did all of this using the power of the Firebug plugin, again, one of our main toolkit items. Let me show you what I had. If I go over here, for example, to the footer, and I right click on it, and I inspect that element, you see here, this is my CSS modification. And watch what happens. I can dynamically adjust that. So the way we set it up was we identified the divide by right-clicking on it. Once we knew we were in that range, we went ahead and rolled over here on the left side and we found the exact ID. We went ahead and clicked on the number, and then we just tweaked it with the up and down arrows. And I found that 1225 was the right number. Now, we did that using Firebug on all 4 of these elements or attributes that we changed for the container, for the body container, for .12, and for the footer. When we were satisfied with those numbers, we put it together into a CSS block and we pasted it over here. Actually, I got to do that again. We do that without the number tags. And we hit save. When we go back to our site and reload it, we've got what you see here, which is a perfectly formatted section ready to be modified for colors and other styles. This is just a quick introduction of how we're going about these tutorials, and I'm going to give you even more detail in the final version. This is Spence, the evil genius from WidgetLaboratory.com.